Hello, Savanna High School families. Today we are going to share with you a brief presentation on the Savanna High School career pathways. Throughout this presentation, we will introduce the outline of what constitutes the career pathway sequence, and we will also discuss the 4 unique career pathways that are available to your student at Savanna High School. To begin, let's review the importance of the Career Preparedness Systems Framework that is implemented by the Anaheim Union High School District to integrate career pathways in the classroom. Over the past 5 years, the Anaheim Union High School District has developed a leading model for workforce development. AUHSD is experimenting in healthy ways with ideas and work experiences so that students can discover their own unique path and purpose. Now we are going to introduce the CTE framework concept. You may be wondering, what is the CTE framework? Well, the CTE framework, also known as Career Technical Education Framework, prepares students of all ages for a wide range of high-wage, high-demand careers through the integration of rigorous academics and relevant hands-on industry-based experience within the classroom setting and through work-based learning experiences. The North Orange County Regional Occupational Program, also known as the ROP program, has been providing high-quality career technical education for high school students and adults since 1971. Moving on, let's go over what we have been waiting for, the 4 career pathway sequences that are offered at Savanna High School. As we can see here, we have included the contact information for the counselor who manages everything to do with the career pathways courses and ROP classes offered at Savanna High School. This information and more can be found on the Savanna High School website under the counseling section. To commence the 4 pathway sequences, we have our first one, which is the career pathway for food service and hospitality. This career path is based in the hospitality, tourism, and recreation industry sector. As a disclaimer before we continue, ROP courses are additional classes that would have to be taken through the ROP program. This means that the following courses that we are going to review are offered as supplemental courses that are taken in addition to the student's regular schedule. Most of the time, these classes are in the evening, night, or early morning, and not during school hours. As we can see here, on the left, we have an example of courses that have been approved by the CTE and are offered through the ROP program. On the right, we have the courses that have been approved by AUHSD that are currently offered for the students at Savanna High School through the ROP program. Here we have some pictures of the cooking class offered at Savanna High School, also culinary class. We can see the tasty and creative meals that the students have prepared. Seemingly, these courses help your student begin to dive into what could be a potential career in the food service and hospitality field. Next, we have the career pathway for patient care. This pathway is based in the health sciences and medical technology industry sector. Once again, we have as an example here the courses that are offered through the ROP program, and then we can look at the courses that are actually offered at Savanna High School. Some of these courses include medical assistance, clinical and administrative assistance, and dental core courses. We now move on to the industrial sector of the building and construction trades. This is the career path of residential and commercial construction. Several courses under this career path are based on the Building Industry Technology Academy, also known as BITA. Once again, we have some images of students performing their work experience practices in BITA's courses. Now, the last of the four career paths that are offered at Savannah is the Systems Diagnostics and Service career path. This pathway is based in the transportation industry sector. And as we know, here we have the courses offered at Savannah through the ROP program. Some of these classes include Intro to Automotive Technology and Advanced Automotive Technology. Moving on, we want to share with you an amazing story of an AUHSD student from Magnolia High School's class of 2018, Anthony Gomez Vasquez. Anthony was placed with Hulu through Year Up Los Angeles, a program that offers an intensive 1-year full-time training and internship program for young adults that combines professional training, hands-on skills development, and internships at some of the top companies in the country. As a result of this program, Anthony was chosen to intern at Hulu. All of this was also made possible through the dual enrollment program and the cybersecurity pathway at Magnolia High School.
Like you said, my name is Anthony. I'm a security analyst at Hulu, former graduate of Magnolia High School, class of 2018. I'm currently going through school to finish getting my bachelor's degree and hopefully getting to a security engineering or security architecting position.
So you have a job at Hulu with a high school diploma, and you mind sharing how much the starting pay was for that job?
Yeah, my starting pay for that job was around, $65,000 a year with just my high school diploma.
That is incredible. And what was your parents' response when you got that? First of all, did they know what cybersecurity? Most parents don't probably. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about it myself, but did they know what is cybersecurity?
They didn't really know. I just kind of told them that I was hacking for the good guys. They're like, okay, sure, yeah, but they didn't fully understand what cybersecurity was, and even I didn't at that point. And now that I'm into it, I can better explain it.
So initially, Anthony, your father, though, was kind of hesitant of you maybe even going that path. He wanted you to go maybe a different, more traditional path, right? Can you share a little bit about that story?
Yeah, so, my dad is a general constructor general contractor, and he, wanted me to follow in his ways of, learning plumbing, drywall, being a handyman, basically. And when I explained to him that I wanted to do cybersecurity, he was kind of hesitant, and he wanted me to, follow his path and keep going the way he did. But I had to convince him, that technology was where it's at, and that cybersecurity was a, bright future, a good pathway.
So, Anthony, then how did you find out about these after-school dual credit classes, and what drew you to taking them?
So I think I was in my English class when someone went to present, that they were offering the classes. And I was interested to see, I was always curious about technology. So I decided why not give it a try. And so I went
What was the title of those classes, the dual credit classes?
So the first one I took was IT Fundamentals, which I got a cert paid for by the school. And then the second class was an anti-hacking class.
Yeah, so both of those classes were taught by Cypress College professors at Magnolia, correct?
Right.
Yeah, so it was convenient for you to stay after school, take a dual credit, meaning you got high school credit too, and college credit.
Yep.
Right? And then, so how did you learn about Hulu?
So I actually learned about Hulu and the internship opportunity there through the instructor, the Cypress College instructor. The program is called Year Up, where you do 1 year. It's a 1-year program where you do 6 months of school and 6 months of internship, and that's how I kind of got into Hulu.
Wow, so you've been there for a while, and I guess you passed probation there, so you're doing well. I mean, probably got a raise, right?
Yes.
So that's awesome. And now I think this is really a big deal for you, and it's a big deal for us too, because we're still building these dual credit pathways, and we really are excited to hear about your story. And you still intend to go to the 4-year college and university and finish out and really continue to, we call it upskill yourself. So you're positioned to have even a better job at Hulu.
Yeah, I'm actually finishing up my final year to get my AA, and then from there I'm going to transfer out to UCI to get my bachelor's.
Well, that's awesome. That's really exciting. So we hope to continue to hear your adventures, Anthony. And so what happened is you met your friend Randy in one of these classes, and now you helped Randy navigate this internship, right? Can you tell us a little bit about that? And then we're going to shift over to Randy.
Yeah, so when I first heard about the program from the instructor, I had told Randy, like, hey, Steve, the instructor, told us there's a good program, we should do it, get into it. But Randy expressed to me that his parents wanted him to follow, more traditional college route. But every time I would talk to Randy, I would always push him like, hey, come to the program, join it, trust me. And then I guess finally, like once he saw my results, he was able to convince his parents to join.
And once he saw your paycheck, right?
I don't know if it was that, but yeah, he was able to convince his parents, and then throughout the program, he reached out to me. I gave him tips, like just helped him out throughout the whole process.
What were some of the tips that you gave him that helped him out? And I'm going to ask Randy the same question.
I think the tips I gave him were more on like the technologies he needed to learn. So, like Splunk or, CrowdStrike. So basically like the security tools that are relevant in the industry right now.
During this video, Anthony was interviewed by AUHSD Superintendent Mr. Matsuda. Through the opportunities provided to Anthony, he was able to pursue his career goal with the cybersecurity career pathway. Anthony is a great example of a student in the Anaheim Union High School District who has followed the systems outlined for Career Preparedness Systems Framework through dual enrollment and the career pathway courses that were available to him at his school through the ROP program. Thank you once again for joining us today for this presentation on Savanna High School's career pathways. We encourage you to visit the ROP and CTE pathways section under the Special Programs tab, which can be found in Savanna's counseling site for more information regarding everything you need to know regarding career pathways at Savanna High School. Thank you so much.